Today we're going to talk about making tall grass short on larger yards with a zero turn on a budget. If you're looking for something that's going to take care of an acre, 2 acres, 3 acres with suspension, the Toro TimeCutter Max with MyRide is probably going to be one of those machines that you're going to look at. It's about $4,300 street price, so it's in that range of a little bit better than a big box store lawnmower. But yet, at the same point in time, you're getting some qualities that you would see on a more expensive, maybe commercial machine with some of the MyRide technology. We're gonna go through this guy top to bottom, show you some of the good things, some of the bad things, and give you an idea of what to look for and maybe some questions to ask while you're looking at different models. First things first, again, this is the 2024 model year TimeCutter Max with MyRide. They do have 2023 and below. They're a little bit different. This is a newer model, so we're gonna go through some of what I found using this throughout the year. First, if you're into suspension and you want a more comfortable ride on these smaller machines, the MyRide technology is nice, but it's a little bit different than what you'll find on the commercials. You'll see plenty of room for my knees being tall, but as I move this forward and back, you'll see the MyRide kind of float. It has like a little seesaw action to it, and it is adjustable back here. You kind of want to adjust this so that you're not hitting the front too much or you're not hitting the back too much. So you're right in the middle, and it does float up and down. The one thing that you have to get used to is that when you're steering and turning in the yard, you will be moving with the machine, kind of like you're rocking. One of the huge pluses of this machine is going to be the cut quality in the deck that comes with it. It has a simple foot pedal that you push forward. This is how you adjust the cut height, and you're going to go in 1/2 inch increments from 1.5 up to 5. You can drop this anywhere in here. This is magnetically stored. Let that back and you're good. Put it in transport mode, push it all the way forward. We'd go up to 5, lock it in place. Everything is good. I've been cutting at 4 with this, and in my opinion, this is probably one of the better cutting lower end zero turns that's on the market. And when I say lower end, I mean residential, not commercial. Something I think is important getting on and off a zero turn is ease. This frame piece is low, so we step onto the MyRide system and we can move around. Big platform, we can sit down without issue. When we sit in here, it's comfortable. Seat adjusts forward and back. So if short to tall, you fit in here fine. Your drive handles, simple, and they're adjustable here if you'd like them in different positions. I think that is something that's very innovative. You don't have to go back to the dealer and say, hey, adjust this guy up for me. They just simply come in a pretty good position and are easy to get back where you'd like them. Exiting of this is also simple. You can put this in the park mode, drop your foot down, and step right off the machine. The controls on this machine couldn't get any more simple. We have accessory on, we have a choke because we have the Kawasaki engine, throttle, and then our PTO switch, which you can hear is electric. So to start it, pull our choke up, and we're up and running. In my opinion, this is where all your money goes on this machine. You have a Kawasaki engine. It is the FR model, not the FX commercial model, but still, I think this is an excellent engine for this machine. Very easy to do maintenance. Here's your air filter that is right there. It's out of the way. Easy to get to though. You also can change oil easy on this, get to the carburetor, anything you need. Your oil check is right here. Simple. You have a fuel filter on the other side and a battery. That is all easy to get to. You're not fighting anything here, and that's what makes this nice. I personally like the Kawasaki engines over the Briggs or over the Kohlers, over any of the other ones that are out there. This would be my choice, and I know you can get this in multiple different models. If I had a choice at any of them, Kawasaki that's where I'd be. The MyRide system is adjustable here to make it a little bit more stiff, a little bit less stiff. I've found I can ride with it right in the middle, either anywhere in here, and I won't rock too much, but I'll still get a good, comfortable ride. I am zoomed in on this fuel tank that is down here, and I'm going to rock this guy. See if I can get the fuel to move. You can see right in here, it's moving up. I'm about a half tank. Downside, there is no fuel gauge on this, and you have to look in the semi-transparent tank to see how much fuel you have left. If you ever get into a situation where you have to push this machine, it is very, very simple. You just take this little silver piece down here, push it in, move it over, and that disengages the hydraulic transmission on this side. You do the same to the other, and it allows you to push this machine around without issue. To take it out, push it in, let that come back out. Super simple, so it allows you to push it around the garage or do anything you might have to do within seconds. As I mentioned before, the controls are super simple here. The engine is great, but if you're doing maintenance, there is no hour meter included standard. You can have one put in at the dealer, but there is no way of tracking engine hours. Lots to go through on this side of the machine, but we'll start with the front. Nice, large, wide tires so you're not packing down the grass in the back. These look fairly aggressive, but they're not as aggressive and as hard on your lawn as you would think. They more look good than actually perform really great. Turf tires actually perform better than these, and if you're worried about this tearing up your yard in the beginning while you're using it, probably won't happen. With that said, the main piece here is the deck. This is a 54-inch deck. It is hung by chains, which is awesome, and that is an upgrade over the years past. You also have a washout port here if you'd like to wash this out with water after you're done. And basically here, there's no maintenance down here. There's no grease zerks, nothing really to do, so you can just go out and cut lawn. On the opposite side, we're same business as usual, making tall grass short. And the only thing I would caution against if you're up against fences and you're new to the zero turn market is this hard angle. You can hit things with this, and while the deck will move a little bit, you have a solid angle not to bounce things off. You will pull something in if it's a fence post or anything like that, or a tree. If you hit it here, you can do damage. This would have been nicer, in my opinion, to round this corner for a residential model to give you a little more safety, but they didn't. It's probably due to the strength of this deck, and the deck does do an amazing job of cutting. Back here we have the fuel fill, nice large mouth to put your fuel tank in. You're gonna put a nozzle, you're gonna do a gas can, anything like that. Works great, easy to fill. You're going to be filling this up quite often because it only has a 3-gallon tank. In my opinion, this machine stands out in cut quality and comfort. If you have a large yard and you want suspension, this is a pretty good system to keep you fairly comfortable. The seat is really good. You do get a little forward to reverse rocking, but trust me, once you get used to it and you feel how this rides over bumpy ground, you'll get over that quite quickly, and it's comfortable. Cut quality has been excellent with this. I think it would actually even do really good mulching, but it looks wonderful when you're done cutting the grass. The few things that it's lacking, like a fuel gauge, an hour meter, it's not that big of a deal. It's just something that you have to get used to. In my opinion, you can add the hour meter. It's really tough to add a fuel gauge at this point. I have not found a good solution to that. If I can give you some suggestions for maybe questions to ask or things to do while you're looking, is number one, get a demo. Go somewhere that's a Toro dealer that has this, that will let you take it home, mow your own yard, and feel this for yourself. Maybe they'll have other brands that they'll allow you to demo also. Use them. Don't just walk in, sit on it, and say, oh yeah, this seems good. Take it home, demo it, make sure you like it before you put your money into this. $4,300 is a lot to make tall grass short, but in this new world, $4,300 doesn't get you a lot as far as a zero-turn lawnmower. And that's sad, but that's the reality that we're in right now. You have other options. Ferris and Steel both have suspension type models, a lot different than this. They're also contenders in this market. If you're looking for something non-suspension, obviously Toro's still going to be in that game with a little less expensive version of this, and you're also going to have multiple others. Another suggestion, while it's great to go looking at the big box stores to see what they have, and you'll probably find this model there, sometimes it's nice to go to a smaller dealer that has a repair facility right with them. So if you have a problem right off the bat, whatever it might be, they can help you fix that problem, even if it's user error. It'll be a little more apt to help you than a big box store. If you needed service, if you want anything done, if you don't want to change your own oil, if you want to have the hydraulic transmission fluid changed, if you want the blades sharpened, anything like that, not happen at a big box store. It's going to happen at a smaller place with a service department. Take that into consideration. Even if you pay slightly more for the machine, my opinion, it's worth it. However, looking at this, it's a nice riding lawnmower if you want some sort of suspension for something that is a little bit larger of a yard. Take it into consideration. If you have any questions, ask them below. I think I can answer most of that. We have a lot of different reviews from us demoing different units like this from different places. So we'll try to help you out, walk you through the questions. It's really hard when you're looking at these smaller machines. There's not a lot out there and the price is still up there. So ask questions. We'll see what we can do to help you through it. Give us a like in this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.